So leading up to this last analysis that we did, what was the focus for you with your technique?
Focus with the technique was getting that catch, just a nice amount of propulsion. What I think you've told me and I've heard before is I tend to have a decent posture, a little bit of sinky legs that I'm working on, but more than anything, one of the biggest things that I lack is a good amount of propulsion. I started with lacking any sort of grip on the water about 18 months ago, and I've just gradually got that at least somewhat in place.
Mm.
And it's been working on just getting that right elbow a little bit higher and a little bit better purchase on the water, and the left elbow just getting any sort of high elbow catch, because that's been like a straight arm pull through that is like as bad as you can get, in my opinion, because I've had shoulder issues. I don't get any propulsion. I snake a little bit off center if I don't think about it. And just sort of evening those sides out so that I'm applying equal propulsion with both the right and left arm.
Mm. And with that analysis, so you're going to post it on, or you've posted it on your YouTube channel, and I might put it at the very tail end of this video as well if anyone wants to watch the full thing. And the two main things that we kind of looked at there, because we looked at the things that you're doing well, which can be good to focus on, but the two things that where I think there's the opportunity. One is getting a little bit more length and reach in the stroke. And we also talked a bit about that right hand going a little bit deeper through the catch. So we might start with that. Is something that I see pretty regularly is that when someone's going for a high elbow position, sometimes they don't allow themselves to go deep enough with the hand because they're trying to just kind of get it up a little bit too much. And so if you're too cramped and near the surface of the water, it makes it a lot harder to actually get that high elbow position. Now, it's obviously you don't want to go deep and straight with the arm like your left one originally started with. So there's that fine balance between getting the right depth and going too deep. But what it looked like in the video, and we might actually pull it up here. I'll go a screen share here. All right, let's pull this up. So, and it wasn't on every stroke, but just on some. So if we look from the side here, and so with this depth of the hand for you, does it, what's it feel like with your right hand in terms of the depth? Like, does it feel like you could go deeper, or have you had a chance to swim since the analysis?
It doesn't. I haven't had a chance to swim since the analysis. But as you mention it, something that I've wondered about is that I feel like my hand slips a little bit. And I think that it's right where you tell me that I pull up a little bit. And I haven't been able to figure it out. I thought it was the angle of my palm. And it seems like it's that I'm slipping up, that I'm lifting up and losing that purchase on the water. And I think it's right at that point where you tell me that.
Yeah, that's interesting. So looking at this frame here, so it looks like, maybe the angle of the hand is off to the side a little bit, and that's where it might feel like it slips, but it's hard to tell exactly if that's the case, but it's certainly that depth. So one of the things that we looked at in that analysis was when you go from this position here to then going through the catch phase, we want the fingers to almost make a quarter of a circle. So it's taking this just nice and smooth angle downwards. And we see here that it starts that way, and then from there to there, it comes up a bit shallower. And that's probably where I reckon you lose that pressure on the hand and forearm through there. And we'll probably get a better shot of it here, actually. So like that, it starts off nicely. That's a good position. And then we just kind of see it come upwards sort of through there. So what I've had to do with a lot of people when I'm working face-to-face with them is just encourage them to go deeper through that part where it feels uncomfortable. Like we talk about this a lot, where it's going to feel like you're probably going too deep, but it'll actually be a stronger position for you. And you'll also keep that pressure on the hand and forearm the whole way through the stroke. So, and you can particularly see it there. Like I think it just goes a bit too shallow and the fingers end up facing to the side of the pool a bit.
Yeah, right there.
Right
yeah,
there.
Exactly. I'm pointing inwards instead of fingertips pointing straight down, right?
Yeah, that's it. So on maybe 2/3 of the strokes, I reckon just keep it a bit deeper.